G'day everyone, Granitor here again, this time with a 2v2 in Warhammer. And this is 4 of my clan mates from the ZEVA clan, and thought they'd have a little battle against each other. We'll see how it goes. And first off the bat, I want to say I've recently hit 300 subs. Thanks to everyone who's subscribed. Your support means a lot to me, and greatly appreciate it. So let's get back to the battle, and in this battle we have, playing as the Empire, ZEVA Count Orlok, and his partner is Helvetian, who's the Beastman. And across the way we've got, as the Dwarfs, we've got Swimming Samurai. Then we've got Lord Moore playing the Greenskins over here. So first we'll go over Orlok's build. So he's got a bit of a cheesy build. He likes to muck around and bring a few of these builds. This one's pretty funny. He's got the Free Company Militia over here. Then he's got the Amber Wizard, Carl Franz General, an Empire Captain, and the Amber Wizard. And they're on flying mounts, the whole lot of them. Pegasus for the Empire Captain. And yeah, got some mad mounts on these ones too, the Amber Wizards. Looks cool, very cool. Then he's got the Royal Altdorf Griffites, Demigriff Knights, with 3 gold upgrades, so heavily upgraded they are. And he's got the Steam Tank, and he's got the Flagellants over here, pretty cool looking unit. And then he's got the different Flagellants here, the Tattered Souls, heavily upgraded with 3 gold. Well, mad looking unit. Get the face mask so they don't eat each other. And some more Flagellants there. And for Beastman, a sizable build here. He's got the Minotaurs, Ungors for upgrades, some Ungor Raiders at the back there. Then he's got some Senegals, great weapons. Kazakh, the one-eyed general. Some Senegals with throwing axes out the back. Then out the front he's got some Gore Herd with shields. It's like a bit of a meat shield there. Some Razor Gore Herd, and some more Minotaurs there. For the Dwarves, pretty standard Dwarf army looks like, with the Dwarf Warriors out the front. Then he's got the Slayers out the back, Runesmith, the Lord, some Quarrels out the back there, so a couple of Runesmiths there, be handy in battle. He's got the Grudge Throwers out the back as well, and then some Hammerers there. And for the Greenskins we've got the Orc Boarboy Biggins on this flank, and the Goblin Big Boss over here as well, so he's going to help out a fair bit on that flank. And then we've got some Rock Lobbers, some Goblin Archers, and we've got some Orc Boy Biggins on the left flank for him, and Goblin Big Boss again, some Biggins, Savage Orcs, more Biggins, Savage Orcs, so a bit of a mix of them, with an upgrade on a few of them. And he's got Grimgore Ironhide at the back there, and then over behind Empire, which is behind Orlok, he's got the Goblin Wolf Rider Archers. A few of them happening, so get the battle underway and see what takes place. So straight away the Goblin Archers are going to come in and do some initial shots on these Demigriffs here, which is going to hurt them in the back as well. So, ooh, getting some good shots off. Don't think Orlok's seen them at the moment. Getting some really good shots off. Doing some good AP. Now Orlok's seen them, so now he's chasing them down. And you'd think the Goblin Wolf Rider Archers would be quicker, but it seems like these Royal Altdorf Griffites are full on. Seem pretty quick. So they're going to chase them down, and already they've routed the Goblin Wolf Rider Archers. They've come back now. We can see getting caught against the red line there. Getting quite hammered, and that's them off the field, so that was pretty quick. These other ones are coming over here. They've been chased down by the Amber Wizard and Carl Franz. Dwarf's going to stay in this dominant position over here. So the dwarfs are played by Swimming Samurai. He's got a nice little spot here where he can get some good shots off with his grudge thrower. So the Senegals coming out in the flank, going to try and take out these Biggins over here. Warboy Biggins and the Goblin War Boss. We'll see how they go with that little task in the woods. So they didn't get the initial charge off. Yeah, Warboy Biggins done that. Got the good charge. Goblin Big Boss will help him out there in that fight, giving him morale support and all the buffs as well. So over on the Orlok side, he's playing against Lawmore, who's bringing the greenskins. Got the Empire Captain just doing the initial little bit of damage to the Warboy Biggins. And the steam tank getting some good shots off too. So very small army for Orlok, but very powerful. So against a huge greenskin army. So we'll see how that goes. So Helvetian with the Beastman. He's just trying to get the flanks and help out Orlok a bit. He's going to come down with the Gore Herds with shields. So these Minotaurs decide to come in and do the charge in here. We'll see how that goes for them. A bit shaky. Oh, that one got hammered. Good charge in there. So that'll help them out in this fight here. They love the squishy little goblins, them big fellas. So we'll come back over to the spawned feral Manticore that the Amber Wizards spawned in. So that'll do some good damage on the flank over there. That's what the Amber Wizards are good for. So right now Orlok's just going to take this flank over here and try and get rid of the Savage Orcs and the Warboy Biggins. And you see Helvetian over here getting fairly heavily pressed on either flank. There's another feral Manticore being spawned somewhere. You can hear him there. Another feral Manticore right there, so yeah, Beastman spawned one as well, which is handy. It's going to help him out. Steam tank now coming in. It's going to steamroll these Savage Orcs here. Once it gets into combat, it's going to do some serious damage to him. Oh, steamrolled him. But it's dangerous, isn't it? It's going to make him rout. Good addition to an army, the old steam tank there, and the feral Manticore is going to back that up. So a lot of action happening at the moment. We'll give it a little pause and we'll go through what's happening because it's all happening so quick. Hard to keep up with. So the Senegals are over here, pressing the flanks of the dwarf, trying to get rid of the grudge throwers. And then you see the rest of Helvetian's army pretty well holding this part of the hill here. And then Orlok's taking this right flank of his. A fair way away from the battle over here, but once he finishes up these couple of troops, he'll be able to come down and press this greenskin army against Helvetian and himself. And you see the dwarves are in there. They're starting to give a hand now. So Helvetian, being the beastman, is under immense pressure now. He's either going to have to back off and wait for Orlok to finish there and come down, or he could try and hold him if he wants, but it's going to be hard to hold that fairly sizable army. This steam tank is doing a lot of damage. That's going to definitely hurt him. And these goblin archers are frightened by enemy unit, so they'll probably go off the field soon. Steam tanks into the savage orcs now. They haven't got much armour, so that's going to absolutely rip them apart. Steam tank now is doing most of the damage for orlok, ripping things apart. So orlok's starting to come down now and starting to press this greenskin army. It's not going to be pretty for him once he gets into combat. The greenskin army's going to end up trapped between two armies. Seems like orlok's troops over here are doing a lot of damage to flagellants, feral manicle and the steam tank, along with the amber wizard. We're routing a lot of troops at one time. The rural Altdorf Griffites doing some great damage there. So the Dwarven army comes in for the Beastmen, Helvetian. But orlok supporting that fight with the feral manicle and the steam tank here, and the steam tank's just going to town on everyone. Shot of the feral manicle just running over dudes. Got the slayers in there, so we'll see how the slayers go. I'm trying to chop the old tank apart. Then we've got Krezak one-eyed. Doing some good damage there. He's still full health. I'm chopping them slayers apart. And the steam tanker running over dudes, so it's a deadly mix. Steam tank in this kind of situation is great. More troops the merrier. And just run them all over and send them flying. Oh, one of the dudes went flying about 100 metres there. So it's shooting and bashing and everything's falling apart for them. So now the greenskins are fairly well off the field. Just a bit of mopping up there. And orlok and Helvetian's troops here, Minotaurs, are going to come in and press these Dwarven troops here. A hell of a lot going on in this one little area. Steam tanks have a little bit of damage, but geez, they're a tough unit. Absolutely pulverised and everything. Just walking over them now. Don't know what that spell was. That was a spell that certainly done some damage. Made them dwarf warriors run off the field. Got some room smiths left. And the slayers will fight to the last. And the lord's coming in now to try and buff up the morale of the troops. The old dwarves are sick of getting run over by the steam tank. They're running in droves. So we still have the dwarves back on the hill over here, the cannon and the quarrelers. Some dwarf warriors there taking on the flagellants. Feral manicle just mopping up the quarrelers there. Got Grimgor Ironhide come back to the field. Some goblin rock lobbers there. Grimgor's now going to get chewed on by the feral manicle. Bloodied and beaten up. He's going to get a few good strikes off, but in the end he's going to bite the dust there. That's Grimgor dead. Poor Grimgor. Legend himself has bit the dust. So it looks like the dwarves have got a lot coming back on the field. Starting to regroup in this area. Get the dwarf warriors back. Protecting the quarrelers. You can still do some good damage to the feral manticores and the flying units. It's been one hell of a battle over here. It's a big blob. These runesmiths are holding forever, buffing themselves up. And the lord's doing some good damage too. Razorgord herd going off the field now. Krezak the one-eyed. A little stroll off to the side there. So the steam tank must be gone now, I think. Can't see it here. Must have missed it dying, but yeah, it's definitely gone. Oh no, there it is. Thought it'd roll over the other side. It's been the VIP for Orlok here. As I said, a very small army, but very powerful. Supported well by Helvetian. He done well to hold this area until Orlok come in and helped him. Now these quarrelers are just getting picked apart by the Feral Manticore and the Empire Captain. You can see the only thing on the field is the runesmiths and the dwarves in this area here. And a couple of dwarf warriors coming in to help. Kozak the One-Eyed's still kicking a bit of ass in this area. He's hit all these spells. Got the Deadly Onslaught and Apocalyptic Vision, which buffed him right up. So he'll be getting some good kills now. Tattered Soul Flagellants are in there. Only a few of them left on the field at the moment. So as it stands now, everything's starting to rout off the field. Still a couple of troops for the Greenskins, Savage Orcs, but they're going to give up the fight any moment. As soon as these runesmiths die, I'd say that'd be it for the dwarves now. Got the Grey Shaman here.
Find your targets.
Kozak the One-Eyed takes them all on himself. I think he might even die here. We'll go from his perspective and have a little look. Whoop, here comes the steam tank again. Been a thorn in their side, the old steam tank. And then Karl Franz comes in for a little swoop of his own. Everything's starting to give up now. And that'll be the end of the replay. Kozak the One-Eyed was in there doing it all himself, so good game. Pyrrhic victory to Helvetian and Orlok. And yeah, Orlok didn't have many deployed, but very powerful kind of army you can see there. Getting some good kills. The steam tank, 204 kills. That's great for Warhammer in kills. And for Helvetian, Kozak the One-Eyed getting 40 valuable kills. Youngor Herd's doing great. And we've got the Minotaurs getting some great kills there too. Swimming Samurai, he's Lord, 133 kills, boosted it. Then we've got the Slayers, 82, great kills. And the Grudge Trails, 49, done very well. For Lord Moore, Grimgor, 0 kills. It's unusual. Usually he's getting a fair few kills. He must have got handled pretty well at the start of the battle there. Some Orc Boys, 112, very good. Savage Orcs, a couple of them getting alright kills. Then we've got 102 for the Orc Boy Biggins, which is very good for them. So excellent game. Thank you very much for Orlok for sending me the battle. And once again, thank you all for subscribing and get me to 300 subs. Appreciate it. And I hope you enjoyed the battle, and I'll talk to you soon.